Hi there, Kath Gammack, rig market analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market news during the period 2nd up to and including the 8th of May. Valaris dominated the scene in the past week with new contracts and/or extensions. INEOS awarded a new 2-well contract to jack up Valaris 122 for operations in the UK North Sea. The contract is expected to begin in September this year and scheduled to run for approximately 162 days at a rate of $115,000 per day. In addition, the agreement includes optional work totaling an estimated 825 days for operations in both the UK and Danish North Sea. Separately, Adura has awarded a 123-day contract extension for the jack-up to continue providing accommodation support services at the Jackdaw field. The extension will keep the rig busy through August rather than concluding this month, and adds around $14 million to the backlog. GE Vernova extended the contract for jack-up Valaris 248 to continue providing accommodation support services at the Sofia wind farm, increasing the extension duration by a total of 74 days. The extension commenced in April in direct continuation of the existing programme, adding over $5 million to the contract backlog. Total backlog for the full 224-day contract is estimated at approximately $16 million. Following completion, around mid-June, the rig is scheduled to undergo a 15-day planned out-of-service period to carry out our special periodic survey. Thereafter, Valaris 248 will transit to the East Irish Sea to take over from substitute unit Valaris 120 and continue work under the ENI contract that began in late December of 2025. ENI is estimated to keep Valaris 248 busy until late January 2028, with 2 3-month options available to ENI. As a result of the contract extensions for Valaris 248, Valaris 120 will now continue operating until August, rather than concluding in June this year. Meanwhile, Valaris 120 has no follow-on work and has free and clear availability from August this year. ADES jack-up Shelf Drilling Victory was awarded a new 2-year contract with Seplat for operations offshore Nigeria. The deal, which also comes with 2 1-year unpriced options, will commence in the second half of this year after it completes operations with Amni Petroleum. The total contract value for the firm period only, including MOB and demob fees, is approximately $92.7 million, inclusive of ADES's in-country partners' share. Valaris announced a 2-year contract extension for jack-up Valaris 115 in direct continuation of the current contract that is due to expire in April 2027. The unit began its 4-year contract with Brunei Shell Petroleum in April of 2024. The approximate contract revenue backlog for the 2-year extension is $78 million. The unit is being used at multiple locations offshore Brunei and is now fully booked until April of 2029. Harsh environment jack-up Valaris 123 secured a 123-day contract extension from TAQA to continue providing accommodation support services in the Dutch North Sea. It is understood that all 4 one-month options have been exercised as part of the extension, keeping the rig busy until August this year. The extension commenced in May this year in direct continuation of the existing programme at a day rate of $80,000. Vår Energy exercised the second option under its contract to continue using mid-water semi-sub Coastal Pioneer for operations off Norway. Earliest availability of the rig is now July 2027, with further extension options available to the operator. Odfjell Technology was awarded a 3-year contract with Enquest for platform drilling operations on the owner-operated Magnus platform in the UK North Sea. The deal includes 2 additional 1-year extensions and is scheduled to commence in the 3rd quarter of 2026. Harsh environment jackup Noble Resolve will continue operating for Eni Gas through the end of July rather than ending in May as previously anticipated. As previously reported, ownership of the rig is expected to transfer to Ocean Oilfield once the $64 million cash sale is completed. This is anticipated in 2nd or early 3rd quarter of this year, following conclusion of the rig's current contract with Eni Gas off Spain. Under its current campaign with Adura, jackup Valaris 121 is now expected to remain busy in the Shearwater field for around an additional month, thereby extending operations until October of this year. An unexercised option exists under the contract for a period of between 150 to 200 days. And finally, Harbour Energy announced farming into the Ithaca Energy-operated Fotla oil and gas discovery, acquiring a 45% stake. A final investment decision of a 2-well development via the Harbour-operated GBA hub is targeted by year-end. Harbour has Dolphin Drilling mid-water semi-sub Paul B. Lloyd Jr. under contract into February of 2028, with the signed letter of intent subsequently converting to a firm contract, extending its commitment until August of 2030, with further options to extend beyond this for up to an additional 5 years. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you find this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.